Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Miss.
Good morning, class.
Morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good too. So, before we start the class, I want to check attendance first. Okay. The first one, Dea Mariska,
Present.
Mentari Yuliani.
Present.
Alright. Alhamdulillah, the present are full ya. Even two people. Okay, before we start the lesson, who knows what the narrative text is?
May I, Miss?
Yes, sure, Dea.
Narrative text is a story with complication or problematic event, and it try to find the resolution to solve the problem.
Yes.
Is it true?
True, ya. So, that is true from Dea. And I want to a little bit nambahin dikit. So, the narrative text is a type of text that tells a series of events in a chronological or interconnected system. So, for the next slide. Okay, we have a social function of narrative text. The social function of narrative text is to tell the past event on legend, myth, folktale, fairy tale, and etc. Also, social function of narrative text is to amuse or to entertain the readers with a story. And the last, to give a moral value implicitly to the reader through a story. Jadi selain dari tiga ini, naratif teks sendiri itu juga sangat bermanfaat untuk menghibur para audiens dan pembaca-pembaca lainnya. Maka daripada itu, naratif teks itu sendiri itu tuh cocok buat anak-anak, remaja, dewasa, pokoknya buat semua kalangan deh. Dia si naratif teks ini cocok. On the next slide, we have a generic structure of narrative text. The generic structure of narrative text is orientation, complications, resolutions, and reorientation. Before I want to explain what is generic structure of narrative text, who knows what is orientation? Siapa yang tahu apa itu orientation?
I don't know, Miss.
Okay, so orientation is mean introduction. On the first paragraph, narrative text usually contains an introduction to the characters and settings move in a story. Jadi di orientation itu kita bisa nentuin nih karakteristik dan tempat kejadiannya tuh kayak gimana. Oke, the second structure is complication. On complications, the section will begin to enter the paragraph that tells about the beginning of the problem. Jadi di complication itu di dalam complication ada problem, climax, anti-climax, and solutions. Problem itu paragraf atau kalimat yang mulai menjurus pada masalah dari suatu cerita. Terus habis itu kalau konflik, oh ya tadi Miss lupa ngasih tahu ternyata dia ada konflik juga. Sorry, konflik itu sendiri itu dia lebih kompleks lagi. Setelah ada masalah, maka cerita akan berlanjut pada si konflik ini. Terus di bagian ini, di bagian konflik ini sendiri, audiens akan dibuat penasaran nih dengan apa yang terjadi antara satu tokoh dengan tokoh lainnya. Terus di klimaks itu merupakan puncak konfliknya yang menjadi sorotan utama dalam naratif teks. Terus anti klimaks ini, bagian ini biasanya disebut sebagai penurunan konflik ya, yang biasa kita sebut itu. Jadi konflik akan berkurang secara perlahan dari konflik yang sampai puncak, terus di anti klimaks itu dia turun gitu. Nah, terus kalau di solutions, itu dalam bagian solution itu nanti akan menjelaskan tentang penyelesaian dari konflik-konflik yang sudah diceritakan di sebelumnya. Terus untuk the third structure of narrative text, we have resolution. On this structure resolution, it means like conclude. Jadi kayak nentuin kesimpulan dari cerita tersebutnya itu. And the last generic structure of narrative text is reorientation. On reorientation, we must tentuin moral message that can be taken by readers to be implement in real life. Jadi nentuin moral value-nya nih yang telah terjadi di kehidupan. Terus the next is language features. On language features, we have use a time patterns or tense. Itu maksudnya kita pakai past tense yang was, were kayak gitu. And the second language features is we use past modals like could, will, would, any, might, have to, and etc. And also we use action verb in the past tense. It means like dia menunjukkan jati diri dia sendiri atau aksi atau tindakan atau aktivitas yang si tokoh ini lakukan. Terus also we use certain nouns as pronouns for certain people, animals, and things in the story, like king, queen, dan lain-lainnya. Also we use adjective that from noun phrase. It means like black hair, two red apples, dan lain-lain. And we also use the conjunction of time. It means we connected, kayak connected gitu deh. Kayak jadi maksudnya menghubungkan lokasi kejadian atau peristiwa tersebut. Like here, happily ever after, dan masih banyak lagi. And also the last we use adverbs and adverbs phrases. Before we show another slide, I want to ask you how many general structure of narrative text?
May I, Miss?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
Maybe is 4.
Yes, what is it, Dea? What are they, the general structure of narrative text? Did you
Orientation,
Yes.
complication,
Orientation. Complication.
complication, resolution,
Yes.
and the last one, I forgot, Miss.
Reorientation. Remember it ya, Dea.
Okay.
For the next slide,
Thank
we
you,
have
Miss.
types of narrative text. On the narrative text, we have legend, folktale, myth, fable, and fairy tale. Legend, it means like legenda, and also folktale, it means folktale, cerita rakyat, and myth itu sendiri mitos. Jadi and fable, cerita binatang, and fairy tale is dongeng. On legend is a semi-true story which has passed on from one person to person. It has meaning or symbolism for the culture in which it originates itu. Dalam bahasa Indonesia ini sendiri, legenda itu dikenal sebagai legenda, yaitu yang ceritanya asal-usul kejadian tertentu, misalkan kayak Tangkuban Perahu, dan masih banyak lagi. Kalau folktale itu sendiri itu dia menceritakan cerita rakyat, tetapi bedanya kalau folktale itu tidak turun-temurun secara lisan. Nah, sedangkan kalau folktale itu sifatnya turun-menurun, satu cerita biasanya memiliki beberapa versi yang berbeda. Terus kalau untuk mitos itu cerita rakyat tentang makhluk mitologis atau kekuatan supranatural, misalnya seperti cerita Nyi Roro Kidul. And on fable, there is a story that features animals, plants, or force of nature which are untransferable. Yang itu pokoknya dia menceritakan tentang hewan, tumbuhan, atau kekuatan alam yang menyerupai perilaku manusia. And the last one is fairy tale. It is dongeng. So, how many types of narrative text, class? Class, are you hear me? Okay. The next one I have some example of narrative text. The example is about the story of a rainbow. Who wants to read first? Class?
May I?
Siapa duluan? Mentari or Dea?
Mentari dulu aja, Miss. Mentari dulu aja.
Oke. Mentari first. Go ahead, Mentari.
The story of a rainbow. A very long time ago, there was a nice farmer named John. He married a beautiful woman and both of them had a beautiful baby boy.
The second, Dea.
But one day, the wife and the son of the farmer got sick. Then the wife wore her wings and then flew with the son next to her, leaving the farmer alone and heartbroken.
Okay, the last paragraph. Who wants to read it? Nurul, do you want to read it?
Yes, Miss.
Do you want to read it, the last paragraph?
The goose didn't want to see him sad and heartbroken. They helped the farmer by building a gorgeous, colorful bride. The farmer can climb the sky and then see his wife and son again.
Okay. The story of a rainbow. A very long time ago, there was a nice farmer named John. He married a beautiful woman and both of them had a beautiful baby boy. Okay, thank you Nurul tadi ya. So for the first paragraph, who can determine the structure based on the example?
Orientation, Miss.
Yes. Great. The first paragraph is orientation because there is a very long time ago. Itu menceritakan berarti dia introduction ya. Terus the paragraph 2, who can determine of the structure is?
Complication maybe, Miss?
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's check it out. Yes, the answer is complications. Because dia di situ then the wife wore her wings and then flew with the sun next to her, leaving the farmer. Itu the complications ya. For the last paragraph, who can determine the structure?
Maybe resolution.
Let's check it out. Great. Good job, Dea. The answer is resolutions. Because the farmer can climb the sky and then see his wife and son again. So, wait. Ini gimana? Okay. And for the example 2, who wants to read it? Or Miss yang baca aja? Atau gimana?
May I?
Oh, sure, Dea.
Baca aja ya, Miss.
Yes.
Away with you, foul insect, said a lion angrily to a gnat that was buzzing around his head. But the gnat was not in the least disturbed. Do you think, he said spitefully the lion, that I am afraid of you because they call you king? The next instant, he flew at the lion and stung him sharply on the nose. Mad with rage, the lion struck fiercely at the gnat, but only succeeded in tearing himself with his claws. Again and again, the gnat stung the lion, who now was roaring terribly. At last, worn out with rage and covered with wounds that his own teeth and claws had made, the lion gave up the fight. The gnat buzzed away to tell the whole world about his victory a spider's web, and there he who had defeated the king of beasts came to miserable end, the prey of a little spider. Don't miss.
Okay, thank you, Dea. Okay, for this example, on this example is tell us about who knows about it. Jadi dari cerita ini dia memberitahukan kita tentang apa?
About a lion which is annoyed by a gnat.
Yes, correct. The answer is a lion which is annoyed by a gnat. And why? Why did the lion give up hitting off the gnat? Who wants now? Mentari?
May I, Miss?
Oh, sure. Nurul Rahma.
A lion which is annoyed by a ini
The
lion
Miss ulangin.
only wounded itself, Miss.
Miss ulangin ya questionsnya ya. Why did the lion give up hitting off the gnat? Okay. If Nurul can't answer, I can handle it. The answer is because the lion only wounded itself. Okay. Look at the text again. Look at the text again ya class. From the text, we can learn that one should not be. From the text, we can learn that one should not be. Who wants now? The lion. Okay, the answer is be arrogant. The answer is be arrogant. We're not be an arrogant person ya class. Okay, for the next slide, a conclude is where conflicts are resolved in one way or another and the action of the story comes to an end. So the next slide, yes. Some exercise. Who wants to answer for the number 1? Maybe Mentari, I can hear your voice.
Oh, yes, Miss. Wait,
Okay, the story Miss yang baca ya. A wealthy businessman worried about his son's bad habits, so he sought counsel from a wise old man. The old man met the man's son and took him out for a stroll. They walked into the woods, and the old man showed the boy a small sapling and asked him to pull it out. So the boy did so with easy, and they walked on. The old man then asked the boy to pull out a small plant. The boy did that too with a little effort. As they walked, the old man asked the boy to pull out the bush, which he did. The next was a small tree, which the child had to struggle a lot to pull out. And finally, the old man showed him a bigger tree and asked the child to pull it out. So the child fought to pull it out even after trying several times in different ways. The old man looked at the boy, smiled, and said, "So is the case with habits good or bad?" So for the number one, the businessman worried about his son because who wants to answer? The number one.
may I, Miss?
Sure. Sure, Mentari.
The answer is C.
What is the answer?
The answer is C. We have
Yes.
battery.
Yes, correct ya. The answer is C. Behave badly. Okay, the number two. Who wants to answer? Nurul, do you want to answer? Ordea, boleh?
Number 2 ya, Miss.
Yes, for the number two.
Why do you think the boy failed to pull out the bigger tree? The answer is C. The tree roots had settled deeply.
Yes, correct ya. The answer is the tree roots had settled deeply. So for the number three, who wants to answer it? No. Number three, do you want to answer it?
Number 3 is B, might be, Miss?
Yes. What can we learn from the story? The answer is B. It is hard to get rid of permanent bad habits. So for the number 4, who wants to answer it again?
May I, Miss?
Yes, sure. Kata yang di
The child
belakang.
failed.
What?
Oh yeah. What does the bolded word refer to? My answer is D. A bigger tree.
Yes, the answer is a bigger tree. This is from this. Wait. The child failed to pull it out even after trying. The means for it is a bigger tree. Okay. Our exercise are done. After this class, I will give you another exercise of a narrative text too, and I will give you to collect that assignment before tomorrow. Tomorrow before 12 p.m. Ya, kelas? Nanti soalnya Miss taruh di grup ya. I think enough to our meeting for today. Let's say hamdalah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Thank you for joining my class. So, see you our next meeting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class.
Ya. Waalaikumsalam. Morning, Miss.
Thank you.